Hello, good evening. Just check my mic's on. It is. Hi, everybody. I wasn't going to go live. Tom and I had a nice evening. We rented a film and yeah, so we now know everything that's about to happen at the Vatican because we just watched Conclave. So, you know, like our knowledge has gone from like here to here, you know. No, I did check. There are, you know, please don't refer to the film Conclave as the kind of absolute you know, guide for what's about to happen. But anyway, it nevertheless was very interesting. So there we go. I do recommend the film. It was one that was nominated for BAFTAs and Oscars, and rightly so. There were some really great performances. Anyway, so it got to 11 and I was like, oh, should I go live? Should I just tell everyone I'm on holiday? And then I started to look for a video to share with you guys to watch, like a really old one. And I came across one that I know sparked a lot of attention at the time and has done since actually. And it's just a really lovely video of an early one sheet wonder that I did where I stamped 4 cards in one go, but with a kind of, anyway, I'm going to recreate it. I'll share the link for the original video at the end and see what you think. You know, I mean, there'll be things that be different, but it'll be interesting to see what you think. So I've challenged myself to make it with just 2 stamp sets, and I'm hopefully going to do it in about 10 minutes. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hello everybody on the live, welcome. I just need to grab myself a piece of cardstock and have I got, yeah, and I can't completely recreate it because the colours that were around then are not with us anymore. So those were the days of mint macaron, one of the dusky pinks, I think, and Beautiful Friendship, the stamp set, and the tulips, timeless tulips. Anyway, we don't have those anymore. So pinks, you know, pale pinks and greens, that kind of thing. So we'll go for a bit of flirty, soft sea foam, lost lagoon. Let's do a bit of pretty in pink, maybe. Yep. I'm wondering whether to throw in a bit of Moody Mauve and probably a bit of Crumb Cake. Alright, so now I think it was the days of Very Versailles. I haven't even cleaned this from last night. Naughty me. So the original video, I stamped basically corner designs going like that. So I'm just going to go for it. See how much I can remember. Well, kind of remember and do. What's the time? We're at 5 minutes in. Okay, so let's see. There we go. Oh dear, got notifications coming in. Oops, there we go. All right, so bit of text everywhere. Oh, and then on the original one, I actually stamped kind of across the middle. So I know what, I'll do that with this text stamp. Just gonna do that. I might go in later with a bit more, but oh, not very straight there, but never mind. Okay, there we go. Text stamp. Sound was cutting out. Oh no! No, I haven't. And I commented to Tom actually because I was watching this old video and the sound is awful on it, really awful. And I said, "Oh, I'm so pleased I've got my new mic because The sound is so much better. It might have been because I was facing the opposite direction when I was getting the inks. The sound might have glitched a bit. So there we go. This is very vanilla cardstock. Very vanilla. Yeah. Right, so I think we'll go for some Moody Mauve. So in the original one, I kind of did each segment a little bit different. I'm not going to do that tonight because, as I said, this is going to be a super quick one. So I'm just going to go for it. It might be that each one does look a bit different, but we'll see. Okay. And then there was this really cool technique that I tried out where I used 2 ink pads. I'm cutting in and out. Oh no. Oh, hold on. Let me just check that my speaker is using the correct thing. Yeah, it's using the correct mic. Oh, it might be, okay, so it might be an internet issue. Okay. Excuse me, it's not a mic issue. Alright, so I'm going to use this. Oh dear. Let's get that on properly. So this is soft sea foam. Now it might need re-inking, but I'm just going to use it there and there. So this is a really good layout if you want to get 4 cards stamped very quickly, but in a really pretty formation. And it does sort of allow for a stamp of a sentiment if you want a sentiment in there as well, because it allows these kind of like spaces. So, all right. I like the size of that leaf. You get a lot done. Yes, so this technique with 2 ink pads, I'm wondering whether to combine Granny or I don't know if that's a bit too bright. I was going to do Lost Lagoon. Oh, what about Lost Lagoon and Coastal? Let's try that. All right, so this technique is where you get 2 ink pads and you pop them side to side like this. And I'd forgotten about this technique. It's quite fun. And you get a leaf stamp. And what you do is you ink it up by putting it in the middle and then going from side to side like this. So the idea is that you have some of one colour and it blends in the middle. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah! So it's got Coastal up there and Lost Lagoon there. And yes, you might contaminate your ink pad just a little bit. But hey ho. It's worth it. So I'm going to do Coastal Cabana on the outside of the leaf for these 2, and then I'm going to swap it. Like that. Okay. So I'm still going to have Coastal. I'm not swapping the side, which side I'm inking, but I'm going to swap which way I stamp it. So this time I'm going to have Coastal next to my flower and Lost Lagoon out there. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I can definitely see it. How fun is that? Hi, Patricia. I'll try and say hello to everybody on the live now. Hi, Monica. Hi, Janice. Hi, Kim. Anne, Margaret. Who else is on here? Just a quick. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Alison, Julie, Judy, Patricia. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much. I'm going to just stick another one in there. So you just have to remember which side you've inked, which colour you're doing. All right, that was fun. So I do have Pretty in Pink and Flirty Flamingo to go. And see, I wondered whether just to use that. I don't think I have the space for that. No, it's too big. I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to try it with Pretty in Pink, but it might be that I come back in with Flirty. Let's just see. It's quite nice stamping 4 in one go because you kind of get to play a little bit with the layout, which is quite fun. So this is now Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to see how I like that as well. See, I knew it was going to be a bit darker, so I could stamp it. So this was my second generation flower from earlier, and it's, you know, I find it's okay to go over the top sometimes of those and not make that the central focal point so much, but make that flower the focal point. So. Bit different. Oh, that's really pretty. Very tempted to see how it looks mixed together. Looks all right. Oh, I quite like that. You've got a kind of like a little train happening there. Right, so I have left the central stamen, which I haven't used yet, and of course that gorgeous leaf. You know how much I love that one. And I have got that double leaf, but I kind of feel that I don't actually have much space for it, to be honest. So I'm wondering whether just to stamp that in the middle. And I'm very tempted to bring back Lost Lagoon. Gonna try it. Yes, it works. How about that? Hi, Susan. Hi Tracy, hi Jenny. That is cute. I'm slightly regretting using Crumb Cake for the text now. I feel it's a little in your face, but okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm wondering whether to go back to Lost Lagoon then for this. So as I said, I will drop the link for the video that I did that I'm kind of recreating here. It has way more stamp sets in it than this one, but this has been quite fun to have this challenge of just using 2 stamp sets, translucent florals and layers of text. Still got the dottage to go. So the idea is that this is going to get cut into 4. I love reusing red rubber because you can just keep stamping. You think, oh, is there any ink left on here? Yes, there is. It's fab. All right, so now to do the, well, sort of dottage. Got that one. Oh, the other one's in the basket, I think. Needs cleaning. I didn't clean up after yesterday, so today I had the workshop with the young carers and families with children with additional needs or additional learning needs, and yeah, it was fun. We had so Kim was wondering how it went with the young man that we made the notebook with last week on the sketchbook. He came back this week and he had drawn various creatures in the notebook. So if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you need to go and watch last Wednesday's video to understand what I'm talking about. And he then had drawn a snake across the 2 pages. Then there was a lion, a T-Rex, and something else. There was another thing. A wolf. That was it. So he'd done 4 animals and then he'd written the name of them and split the name of them as well. So I was looking at them, at the art that he'd done, and then obviously doing the whole mix and match and also reading out the newly created words because, of course, you know, those were getting mixed up. And I think that tickled him. I don't think he'd quite realised how funny they sounded. And so I read them out loud and he quite liked that. So I was very impressed. And then he started using my pens to colour in. So he coloured the first one, but he was very meticulous with it, colouring in. And yeah, we made another one with another young lady. And then we did tie-dyeing today. So there were tie-dyeing t-shirts and bags as well. So that was good fun. All right, that's a bit of the dottage there. I'm wondering whether a bit of pink dottage is almost like to make it look like little flowers floating. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'm definitely going to have to clean this stamp because that is just not the right colour at all. So on there. I think I used it for early espresso yesterday. Yeah, he didn't come and do anything creative with me today. Yeah, I think he probably thought, oh, I did it with her last week. But we had plenty of other children to get to know. It was nice to see a family that I'd met a couple of years ago. And yeah, they'd been to an event that I'd organised a few years ago, and I'd not seen them for a while, so that was nice to catch up with them. So, I've only used 2 stamp sets this evening. Translucent Florals and Elements of Text. And I'll cut these up now so that you can see how easy it was. So, it's taken me... Oh, I started about 5 past, didn't I? So that's taken me about 17, 18 minutes to stamp all that with a little bit of chit-chat in between. So I'm going to now look at how to cut this up. I'll just make sure I've got my screenshot for later. Actually, I think I can take a photograph now, can't I? Let me just do that. There we go. I always forget I can do that. Alright, so... Okay, so I'm going to cut that right down the middle. And I'm going to cut a little bit off this side. And straight down the middle there. There we go, 1, 2, and then I'm going to cut that bit off there. Is that right? 10? Yep. And straight down the middle there. I would still be... it was just an event for the holidays, Kim. Yeah, no, this was just because we've just had our school holidays. We've just had 2 weeks off school. It was a special event on Wednesday for children and families. And I was paid for by a local arts organisation that that get grants for this sort of thing. So no, it's not something that will be happening every week. He'll be back at school. Wow, you don't have to worry about picking colours now, Lisa, because look, I've done it for you. Let's go over the colours. So the colours I used this evening were Pretty in Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Moody Mauve, Lost Lagoon, Coastal Cabana, Soft Sea Foam and Crumb Cake. Now, if you didn't have one of those pinks, that would be fine. Don't worry about it. Or if you've got Rococo Rose from a few years ago, let me share with you the video then that I've based this on. Oh, I'll just wait for the chat to catch up. Oh, no, didn't get it. Hold on. Copy. All right, there we go. That's the... I'll pop it in the description as well. So let me just grab a card base just to show you what they would look like stuck down. Let's see what colour to go for. That's Coastal Cabana. So by putting it on different backgrounds, it's going to bring out different, you know, different colours that I've used. So that's Coastal. I don't think I've got Lost Lagoon cut up. Oh, I know what. Let's go for a bit of Pretty Peacock and then you'll see. So either you could have it like that or, oh no, I think this was this one. The way I know which way round it is because of the text stamp. There we go. So that's one there. That's really nice with the Pretty Peacock. And then here's, I was going to say is that Moody Mauve, but I don't think it is. I wonder if it is from a few years ago, that one. I wonder if that is Rococo Rose. Looks alright though, doesn't it? Oh, Coastal Cabana is an awesome colour. And, oh, should we just go for Vanilla on Vanilla? Just to show you how it can look so classy when you border it in the same colour. Because you do have that contrast of, you know, something completely plain there with the stamped image there. Oh yeah, can you tell I did tie-dye today? Look at my fingers. Like I made all the children wear gloves, but I just couldn't be bothered. I just got on with it. So now, of course, if you wanted to add a butterfly to this, some of you I know would love to put a little butterfly. Of course, you've got the space there for text, and this is why I quite like this layout. It's super simple and great for this kind of thing. I've even forgotten how I did this actually. So no, that would have been that way round, wouldn't it? Yeah, that one's that way round. That one would have gone there, and that one would have gone there. There we go. I think that's correct. Obviously, if you go to stick it down, make sure it's going in the right direction. Okay. That way. I mean, you could have it that way round. Just means the text is not quite right. But you could save the stamping the text till later on. I don't know why I did it to start off with. Maybe it's because the original video I did it that way round. So there we go. Right, thank you everybody. This was just going to be a really super quick one tonight. Just because I couldn't resist coming on to do a bit of stamping with you guys. So there we go. So, oh, stamp sets. Only 2? This is quite good for me. Translucent Florals, which is on the, what's the word? Last chance list. And this has got some really great sentiments on it actually. They're very clear. I like them for that. And of course it's got the best leaf. Gorgeous leaf there. And then elements of text. And this is an online exclusive. So if you go to order it, the code is 164774 for that one. This one, if you want it in English, is 162243. So there we go. 2 fabulous stamp sets there. And this is just a hint of what you can do with this stamp set. This will go far. Very far. Kim has a joke for us tonight, everybody. Thank you so much, Kim. I love it. I'm going to be turning into our lovely friend who tells jokes at the end of her videos. Why did the peacock cross the road? So I would stop and not him. He was just strutting about in the middle of the road. Oh, is this not a joke then? Was it? Kim, you might have to enlighten us. Oh, peacocks, yes. Well, when they start showing off, they really, yeah, you don't want to get up too close to them. No, because they're basically showing off for the ladies. So if you get in their way, they don't like it. Hi, Bev. Oh no, it was for real. Oh, I thought you were starting to tell me a joke. Why did the peacock cross the road? Oh, that's funny. Oh, thanks, Alison. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Oh, excuse me. Right, I have 3 lots of stamps to clean up now, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go back in the house because it's cold. It's cold here today. It's very sort of dampy feeling outside. There we go. But I did a bit of tidying up in my craft room. Oh, right. I think I've made a decision about what I'm going to do for my birthday in terms of the live feed. I think I will go live on Sunday evening at some point. So for those of you who are interested, I'm asking for donations towards the Cycle with Dignity project. And so I'll tell you more about it on Sunday night. And if anyone's got any ideas of what they'd like me to do, possibly make something to auction off as well, then let me know. Or if there's any particular colours you want me to use or project you'd like to see me do, then let me know. Okay, I am off. Lovely to see you guys, and thank you so much for popping in, and take care of yourselves. I know some of you your health is not great, so lots of love and big hugs to you, and see you all very soon. Take care for now. Bye.